Welcome, fellow speculators, to the Speculator's Edge, where superperformance begins and opportunities await. I'm your host, Berg. Today I'm going to show you how you can achieve superperformance and make some serious money in stocks GSL and TLRY. I'm going to get on the technical theme of the stocks and also the fundamental themes as well. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. You can click on the TSC logo in the bottom right hand corner of this video. Like the video, leave a comment, and thank you for your support. Before we do get in, this video is for educational purposes only. Do your due diligence before venturing off into stocks. They are risky, it is dangerous. It's your duty to take responsibility for your own actions. So time is money, so let's go ahead and get into the stocks themselves. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to go over GSL, which is Global Ship Lease Inc. They are in the industrial sector and transportation services industry. Okay, so by now, if you watch my other videos, you see how I set my charts up, how I look at it. And what we start off with, of course, is the prior trend. We make sure that the prior trend from low to high is greater than 25%. And then we look for a stage. We look for the cycle of the stock. Where is the price in relation to the cycle of the stock? And it is in the stage 2 uptrend cycle. So we do have institutional buying within the stock. As you can see, the moving averages are moving up, and the shorter term moving averages are above the longer term moving averages. So, which increases the probabilities of you latching on to a super performer and making some good money. Okay, also catching the next meet of that price action. So the next thing that we're going to look for is we're going to look for the base and the pattern. So this will be the secondary base as to where we're at right here. The pattern is a cup with handle, which the cup is right here and the handle is right here. So cup, handle, or you can look at it as a longer term ascending triangle, which is drawn out right here from the lows right here to the highs right here. Okay. All this is just resistance right here and support moving up. So that's good. That's showing you that there is buying every time it does hit that support. There is some decent buying, okay? Not only that, volume does dry up each time on this pullback, on these pullbacks here, which that's also a good sign as well. Next thing that we look for within that pattern and in the base, we look for price action. What is price doing within that base, within that pattern? So we do have low volatility within this handle here. So the price range is pretty tight right here. And then what we look for is it breaking out today. Of course, it's breaking out to 52-week highs, which that's a good sign. And then we go and we look for volume. We look at volume and we see what's going on with volume. Okay, so volume decreases within the handle here. And then it increases on the breakout of the handle. Okay, so that's really good. There is high demand. You can see the volume drying up within the handle, which of course shows the price action itself being in a tight range for several days or a couple of weeks. So also there is volume dry up right here within this bottoming part of this base right here. So this is good to see. Our super pivot will come at $17.50, which will be right in here in this area here. And of course, we're breaking out of that super pivot with nice massive volume. Okay, it is kind of pulling back this afternoon, so I mean, it is what it is. Just take it carefully with this gap up. If it does start to close, if it starts moving downwards and closes right here, this day right here, then closes below that, then you might want to take, you might want to get out of the trade, because that's probably more than likely it's not going to go anywhere. What we want though is hopefully maybe tomorrow we can get a push upwards. That would be great if it can make another new 52-week highs. But if you look at the relative strength component here, this relative strength looks excellent right here. It is performing very well on a relative basis or on a relative strength compared to the S&P 500 and its component parts. So that is a good sign. We do want to see the RS line moving to new highs as well. So we're good on that. Now let's go and look at TLRY. TLRY, of course, prior trend is greater than 25%. We do enter into a stage 2 uptrend. We do have massive volume all in this area. As you can see, they're pumping this stock up. Institutions are, and then we go and we look at the base and the pattern. And the base, we're at a primary base. So this is the first base of this stock, okay? Within the cycle, within its stage 2 cycle, okay? And what we do have is we have this rounding bottom here, okay? And so what we're looking for next is price, of course, and we do see low volatility within the bottom of this base here, right here. It's nice tight price action, and especially right here for these last, for these several days right here. So price puts in work on the left side, and what I mean by that is this stock actually puts in some work as it's bottoming out and as it's rounding. That's something that we want to see. So price is actually working itself out with demand, with supply and demand. Demand starting to come in, more buying coming in. So that's good. We're seeing work within this base, within this bottoming process here. Okay, that's a good sign. Not only that, we still have our moving averages above each other right here. That's also another great sign, meaning that we're still in the uptrend, that we're moving. And then what we go and look for is we look for the volume, and we look for a decrease within the base. And of course, we have a lot of volume dry up, a lot of decrease, a huge decrease in volume right here, all throughout this movement downwards. We do have some buying here on this day, some pretty heavy demand, also heavy demand here. So breaking out right here, it is moving, it is increasing, volume is increasing today as well, moving out of the base here, out of the bottom of this base. So our super pivot was breached at $19.57, which was right here, and it was breached actually a few days before, but I like to see a little bit more work, a little bit like how this dips down right here. That's good to see as it comes back up. So we know that we're buying into proper price action with really good volume. The relative strength is moving up. We want to see the relative strength line moving up as well. So, but other than that, these are excellent stocks to look at. These are not recommendations. Like I said, you do your due diligence before buying. Do your homework. So let's go look at the fundamentals. GSL. This is like I said, this is in the industrial here, and it provides international tanker transportation services in the container ship sector with a fleet of 43 vessels, and it is ranked number 8 within its component parts or within its competitors, so not too bad here. The composite rating was 90, or is 90. The industry group rank is excellent. It's number 7 out of 197 according to IPD. The relative strength rating of the group is A+. We want to see that. It's had excellent earnings per share. Last quarter was 69%, and the last 3 quarters average growth has been 60%. Last quarter earnings surprise was 122%. So excellent fundamentals here. Not necessarily on 3-year growth rate, but it is what it is. The sales, 3-year sales growth rate is 30%. That's excellent. Also, annual pre-tax margin is 15.4%, where that's looking really good. Not only that, as you can see, accumulation distribution rating is a B. That's excellent. And the percent change in funds owning the stock is 275% increase, which is awesome, okay? And not only that, quarters of increasing fund ownership has been 1. So fundamentally, this stock is sound, and not only that, on a good gap up, that has a lot of potential right here, okay? And then TLRY, with TLRY, let's go look at the fundamentals here. It has a composite rating of 42, not so great, but okay. It's ranked number 6 within its components or within its competitors. This stock or this company develops and supplies cannabis medicine, drugs, and oil products in 17 countries. It is the industry group rank is 68, which is good out of 197. The relative strength of the group is B. Not so great with the earnings per share, but the earnings per share estimate percent change quarter, I'm not really too concerned about that. The sales, the 3-year, this is the most important part right here, is the 3-year sales growth rate has been 131%. So that's excellent. That's something that we do want to see. We want to see sales. As long as they're making sales, then it's good news. Okay, that's what you want to see. You want to see them making profit. Okay. So also the accumulation distribution rating is a B, so that's good as well. Percent change in funds owning the stock has been 25%. So we do know that there has been some money moving into this stock here, and there has been 2 quarters of increasing fund ownership. Okay, so this is good. So we know that that funds are in here moving this stock, so they're putting some big money towards it. A few other things here, a couple other stocks that I kind of want to go over today as well would be like DTE, David's T. The fundamentals aren't so great on this stock, but this stock is really nice. I didn't annotate the chart or anything, but I'm just showing you a couple other stocks that you can choose from as well that are doing excellent today. Of course, we got a prior uptrend greater than 25%, and we are in a stage 2 accumulation phase, the uptrend. We do have heavy demand all around here and heavy demand coming in here. The super pivot, of course, would have been at $4.34 right here. As you can see, there is tightness in price right here breaking out. The base, we got a secondary base right here, and this is a nice rounding bottom coming out. This stock is also putting in what I call work. It's you know, buying off of these moving averages here, which that's good. That shows you some good demand, possibly, you know, institutions or maybe some insiders, you know, or owners or management buying this stock. So this is good right here. It's making a high of $5.02, so it's surpassing a lot of pivot points here, a lot of resistance areas, and possibly this stock could get up to its 52-week high at $7.45. Not only that, the relative strength rating, the performance of this stock is really good. It's a high alpha stock. So also we do have volume dry up within the base here. We have tons of volume dry up within this base, within this bottoming pattern here, and nice demand coming, you know, in the base as well. So, and breaking out with decent volume today. So keep your eye on David's T. It looks really good right here as well. So let's look at another one here, CBA. CBA is having a monster day today. This is what you call a nice, really nice base right here. This is a primary base. We enter into a stage 2 uptrend. Of course, the prior trend was greater than 25% of the move from low to high. And this pattern that it's creating would be kind of a flat base right here, or a cup with handle right here, and or you can even say a double bottom with handle, however you want to see it. Maybe a cup with handle right here. But as you can see, with within this primary base and within this cup with handle pattern, you can see that there is really nice tight price action all within the handle, and also that with that you can see the volume dry up. So this is low volatility, contraction in price. It's coiling up, and of course it breaks out today on massive volume, and just, I mean, obliterates those super pivots that or that super pivot, that resistance line there. Okay, at $15.60. I mean, it really gets a move on. Nice gap up. This one could have some room to run even more. So pay attention to that as well. Let's see here. I think, let me look at CLPT real quick. Let me see. This one as well. This one looks really really good right here. We do have, like I said, another nice prior uptrend right here, greater than 25%. We are entering into more of a, let's say, kind of a third base within this stage 2 uptrend. But I mean, I like to buy in third bases as well because I mean, it has more room to run. So the chances or the probability of you making a profit and good profit is pretty high. So of course, if you draw your downtrend line here on the technical theme here, and it's already breaking out, which a couple of days ago it broke that downtrend line right here. This would be more of a symmetrical triangle. So this low connected to this low right here, this high connected to this high right here. That's good. This is what you want to see. Also, you can say it's rounding, but what I like to see is I see that it puts in work here. It gets down on this 150-day moving average, and there's still some buying coming into there. It touches again, comes back with some buying, and then touches that 200-day moving average with some buying here. And of course, we get really nice tight price action right here within this base, or within this bottom right here. And of course, volume drying up. So and heavy demand, of course, coming out right here, breaking that downtrend line or that top of that symmetrical triangle. So this stock is looking really good right here as well. I would like to see it clip past that 2177 and move really, move hard. Okay. Other than that, it looks good. It's a high alpha name. It's a high alpha stock. The relative strength is excellent. So performance compared to the S&P 500 components is excellent. Also NASDAQ component. This is a really good stock, really strong stock. Like I said, your super pivot would have been down here near, let's see here, the high would have been about $19.36, so that would have been that's where your super pivot would have came from. And of course, it's moving past it pretty hard today with nice volume. So these are a few stocks that you can look at to trade. These are not recommendations. Trade at your own will. Remember, stocks are risky, so keep a tight stop, use a stop loss. Risk management is the most important thing in trading. Okay, this is what preserves your money, preserves your account, keeps you in for another trade. Okay, also position size properly. Other than that, those are some of the stocks I just wanted to go through, show you what's going on today with some of these stocks. But before I end the video, I want to thank you for watching and supporting the Speculator's Edge. I hope you found the material enjoyable and informative. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment and let me know what you think of the video. If you have any questions, leave a comment on that. I'll be more than happy to help. Also, I'll post a link down below my Patreon site to where you can get an exclusive stock list if you subscribe to one of my tiers. This is based on my proprietary scanning method, which finds these high alpha names as well, but they find what's in demand, where the money's rotating, where big money's rotating, okay, with price action. And it's taken me quite a while to develop these scans, or this scan in particular, because it is the bread and butter. So it produces some large profits, some really great trades. Okay, there's a lot of opportunity in the market, and we need to be there, be square. So other than that, if you haven't already, check out my intro video as well on YouTube to get a taste of what I have to offer you. So again, I want to thank you again for watching. And here at TSC, we trade in the present, study the past for knowledge, and follow the process of trading to build our future. So thank you again. Opportunities awaits, my friends.